Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today the thunder took out my reading. There's a little bit of stormy energy here today, so apparently it got interrupted. I did in the live chat put a link to the first, I think it was like 17 minutes of the reading, but I will go back and make sure each of them have links. And I just realized I did not put timestamps on my all signs reading from yesterday, so I will go back and do that as well, you guys. So we've got a reading for you about somebody who's getting their karma, and I do think this is someone who's at a distance from you. I don't think you're in contact with them, maybe low contact, if anything. But this is someone who was a little bit too proud, felt like they weren't going to see consequences for their actions, didn't feel they needed to change their behavior. They've come through with the King of Wands in the reverse energy, but they're starting to see that because they have failed to look at themselves, be honest with themselves about who they are, how they act, or what they were responsible for. Now the universe feels that it's time to show them these are the consequences of your actions. So they're starting to see things deteriorate, or they feel like they've lost things. They feel like they can no longer just like duck out and not have to deal with their consequences or with the karma that they've earned. Now it's like showing up as you either learn this, you change this, or there's going to be some not happy outcomes for you. So let's go in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. If you're interested in a personal reading, they are ad-free, and I tend to return them to you within 24 hours of you making a payment for that reading. And my email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box below. Right below that, you can find out how to be a member. Thank you to the current members. Hello, how's it going, Pichitata? Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Illuminati. Hello, King the Eagle. What's going on? Thanks for coming back, you guys. So we've got somebody who is slowly but surely realizing they may have burned a lot of bridges. They may not have the same network that they used to. They may not feel that things are as easy to glide through anymore because they're starting to get some negative feedback or some tension, some consequences for how they have treated people. Primarily, they seem to be the type of person to run away from their problems or ghost people. Hey, Carrie, how's it going? What else do we have? Knight of Pentacles. King of Wands in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. So I just want to say this is real strange. For every single one of the 3 tarot decks that I've pulled through or from, I've got the King of Wands in the reverse in the second column. I feel like that's interesting probability. And in this particular tarot, we've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse being clarified by the King of Wands in the reverse. So I do feel like there's insecurity and anger that has plagued this person's journey, caused problems or drama within relationships, be they platonic or romantic. And now they're starting to realize that all along they've been trying to blame other people or circumstances or, their mood. But they have to take responsibility for what's been going on here. And I think they're finally realizing if they do that, things will improve instead of continuing to be challenging or difficult. All right, this is the Path of Shadows. Glad to hear that, Carrie. What else? Abandoned Carnival. What once was vibrant remains now silenced and still. This place held laughter even if now no one could believe. So I have lost friends, or I have lost the successful business that I was running. Things that were vibrant are no longer. And that's because the universe is kind of starving this person out. Like, you're going to have to realize that things are not going well because you are not putting the energy into your life that you should, or because of how you treat people around you. Fox. Enigmatic, adaptability, and shape-shifting. So they're constantly using whatever resources they have to duck whatever consequences may come their way. Oh, it was that person. Oh, I'm going to throw that person under the bus. Oh, I'm going to blame the fact that it was cold out. They do whatever they can. Any excuse possible, as long as they don't get those consequences. Thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate you. Did I say hello to Laura? Hello. Yep, I came right back, Laura. It was in the middle of a reading. I can't leave y'all hanging like that. We've got key, sharp insight, opportunities, and hidden potential. The problem with refusing to go through your healing or that spiritual journey is you will never reach that potential or be able to tap into that purpose that brought you to Earth in the first place. So the universe is like, hey, that's real cute and all, but like, I don't have a lot of time. You've been playing these games now for however many years, but like, you were actually supposed to do something important, and I don't know why you think this is important, but we're going to need you to like pick up the pace a little bit, right? So this is a direct command from the universe saying, hey, we told you that you could do this if you did that and you didn't. So you better get on it or things are going to be a lot less fun for you. Good old threat from the universe. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. This is the Poe Tarot. We have the Fool and the Eight of Quills, which is the Eight of Swords. There is no passion in nature so demonically impatient as that of him who, shuddering upon the edge of a precipice, thus meditates a plunge. Yeah. Demonically impatient. So, hey, I've been taking my sweet time trying to decide whether or not I should actually like learn the lessons of my life or improve upon myself as a person. But now that I realize that things are hitting the fan and that I might lose some of the things that I love about my life, some of the friends might not be, interested in still being my friend. Now I feel like everything has to move fast. It's like if you were a server and you tried to take someone's order 3 times and they kept sending you away because they hadn't decided yet. And then as soon as they decide, they're like, Garçon, hello, I'm ready now. It's like, you're going to need to be a little bit patient because I gave you 3 opportunities over there, okay? 8 of Quills or the 8 of Swords. Arousing from the most profound of slumbers, we break the gossamer web of some dream. This person has basically been a zombie. They have been going through life without really appreciating what could have been or admitting that they were holding themselves back. Now it's like we challenge you to make this change, and now it's like they want to move at breakneck speed, but maybe they're not really ready to. Hey, Michael, how are you doing? Cheese on toast sounds pretty good, actually. What kind of cheese? What else do we have? We have Death, 10 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like someone's kicking this person out. There's a breakup, or someone is moving, or they don't feel like they belong anymore. Maybe they just wake up one day and they realize, I don't really like my friends. Why am I hanging out with these people? Why do I tolerate this? There's a song called Ugly Friends by Poolfire. And if you have good taste, you'll like it. But that's the vibe here. It's like, I don't think I'll remember the exact lyrics, but it's like, I'm hanging out with my friends, but like, I kind of hate them. You can continue to do the same old, King of Wands in the reverse, or the universe is saying you can change your life. And the Hermit in the reverse again. So what's it going to be? Are you going to choose to love yourself and learn and change? Or are you just going to like keep hanging out in that dusty little group of people? We got the Four of Swords. They're like, okay, if you make me choose, I guess I'll probably just like work on myself then, if I must. High Priestess in the reverse. Four of Cups. Strength. And the Five of Cups in the reverse. Tears of karma. The tears and the Four of Cups is somebody realizing, man, I could have like actually like changed stuff like a while ago, like weeks or months ago. And I could have avoided all of this BS, but instead I had to go and be difficult. High Priestess in the reverse. Ignore my intuition. Ignore the advice of people who knew what they were talking about. They're mad at themselves. Why did I make this more difficult for myself? I realize now that I'm stuck and I've been making sure that I stay stuck when all I had to do was follow my intuition and like work on some things that I knew weren't really the best. They're regretting how long they've taken to acknowledge what needs to happen. This is the Golden Lenormand. What else do we have? Thank you, Pharaoh. We've got Love, number 24. True Love. She's not here, but shout out to Jess. Yo, I read an article or like maybe it's a video, I can't remember that I saw, but it's about that scene that they were creating for The Princess Bride. And apparently the director literally just left set and let Billy Crystal do whatever he wanted. He instructed Billy Crystal to forget the lines and just ad-lib the entire thing. And apparently for 3 days they were filming that shit. And I don't know, maybe you don't love Billy Crystal as much as I do, but I think he's hilarious. I grew up watching like City Slickers was hilarious. Look, this is somebody who's like, okay, I guess I'm going to have to go the distance for love. I cannot keep running away from it. So they're going through some pretty difficult healing and having to admit to themselves that they wanted all of the good stuff in life without doing any of the work. And the universe will laugh at you if that's your approach. Do you hear them laughing? Well done. Thank you. Thunder is such a great background noise for my readings. This is the Gilded Reverie. What else do we have? Number 12, the birds. Communication. Some are going to hear, this King of Wands might hear that what they really need to do is apologize to a few people. A little bit of, time to make amends kind of thing. Because it looks to me like they feel unsettled, like they don't have a place to go, they don't have a home to call their own, or they don't feel comfortable around their friends. There's some ambiguity here. I think they finally encountered a situation where their only possible way forward is accountability. Are you going to talk to somebody about what you did and how you could have handled it better or not? Oh man, I messed up my cards, you guys. Oh no. What do I do? It's okay. I fixed it. We've got the moon, which is number 32, and the other birds. Oh my gosh, this never happened, you guys. I'm always telling you that in the extended Lenormand, there are, for a couple of them, duplicates. So these are both number 12. These are both birds. One is birds, cardinals, and one is owls. Thank you. This is perfectly timed because like the owls are obviously darker. So this generally for me implies somebody is hearing something they don't really want to, or people might be putting a negative spin or gossiping about something, right? I feel like we have somebody who is put in a situation where they have a chance to say, here's what I did. I shouldn't have done it. You deserve better. And I'm going to apologize before they hear it in gossip. So are you going to come clean, or are you going to pretend that you can get away with it when you know it's not going to stay secret? So they have to admit something before other people talk about it. That's their challenge. Good luck. We'll see what they do. This is the truth is. What else do we have? What is it? It's only like 2:18. It is dark out there. We have the Love Magician. You have the power to transform this connection. The King of Wands in the reverse is someone who doesn't realize their full potential because the King of Wands is in the reverse. They're very magical, very capable individual if they get their ish together. Yes. Hello. I'm wondering if you have a bucket for ish. Yes. I need to get it all together. Yes. Oh, it's orange. That's perfect. This is someone who's like, fine, I'll do the cleanup. Fine. I'll like fix stuff and I'll like look somebody in their face and tell them that it was my fault. Oops. Isn't Carrie? When I think about St. Paul, I think about cheese curds. What is that place called? I can't remember. Okay, so there's a bowling alley in the basement, and I believe there's a university across the street from it. But there's this adorable restaurant, and it has like honey cheese curds, and then also this amazing like pastrami sandwich. Thank you for making me think about St. Paul. I do miss it. I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell that restaurant name is. It's gonna bother me now. And then we've got ex-partner, not completely over a past relationship. So this is their karma, right? You have left people wanting more. You have ghosted them. You have left like complicated situations without a resolution. So we're going to give you a taste of your own medicine and see if you are going to be honest about things. See if you are going to manage the situation better than you have in the past. Like, i.e., have you learned something? Or are you still making the same mistakes? Good call, key controller. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.